There are many things that go into the boat buying process, and one of the most important ones, is new or used boats. And that is the topic we will discuss today. When you buy a new boat, it's basically plug in and play. There's not a whole lot you have to worry about. You basically move everything on the boat and you're off sailing. You also have warranty coverage. The boat is typically refitted with some modern tech. And if you buy a brand new one, you got the top of the line stuff. No one's had it before you. There have been no prior damages to it. Everything just works and it's perfect. But there are some downsides to this. The moment it leaves the dealer and it transfers to you, the value of the boat goes down almost instantly. This is because when it's with the dealer, they know it is trusted and it will have been cared for. But when it goes to you guys, they don't know who you are or what you can do to the boat. You could have the boat for a good 5 minutes and then hit it and sink it. You're paying the premium for basically zero problem. Everything works right out of the box, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because it's brand new. Keeping with our boat of $180,000, if you do buy that boat, it could cost you $3,000 to $5,000 a year just in insurance. And guys, you'll still end up upgrading your anchors, your solar, the dinghy, the safety gear, because the factory setups are just basic. It's basically the bare minimum, the bar, like the bar that it needs to reach to be able to get on the water. And then it's the bar that you want to reach so it will be able to sail. You've got to get all of that stuff. So yes, guys, the anchor that has holds, but will it be able to hold your boat safely? And keep in mind, guys, the repairs and everything that you do on the boat, minus the initial, let's say $10,000 that you put in to get the boat fully up to what you want to sail to, it's probably, we've estimated it out to be about 10% of the boat's cost yearly. So that means you're paying $18,000 a year. And guys, don't even get me started on the fact that if a boat just came off the market, you have no clue if it is ocean ready. Like, yes, it can sail, but can it sail an ocean? Can it withstand freezing cold temperatures? Or is it meant for the tropics? Like, you have no clue about any of that. While on the flip side, you have what I'm going to call the old boat gamble. $40,000, guys, is well under a quarter of what you would pay if you bought the same boat from the dealer. And then, guys, older boats are typically heavier built with the thicker fiberglass, and they are proven blue water designs. You don't need to gamble or take a guess if this boat can cross an ocean, because it probably has if you choose the correct boat. It has a proven track record and a proven history to back it up. And there are tons of examples of people who are sailing on boats well over 40 years old. And if you do get insurance, which depends on where you're sailing, but most places require you to have it, it's cheaper because the boat's value is lower. And most likely all the upgrades that you will need to get this boat ready to sail have already been done to it. However, guys, we do have some cons which are expected with these older models from secondhand dealers. For example, you have no clue what the boat will look like, especially on the hull underneath the water, which is especially important. Why you need to get a hull out if you do end up getting an older boat, because then you can really see everything and question the owner about everything about the boat. And don't be shy on those questions, because if you don't ask something now, later it can become a real problem. And depending on what era the boat is from, some of the systems on the boat could be literally ancient. They add up fast, and like seriously fast. So even if you guys do spend $40,000 to get the boat originally, it could take another $10,000 to $20,000 to get the boat up to your standards, which is still a whole lot less than spending the $180,000 plus the $10,000 on top of that. And keep in mind, guys, if you end up hauling the boat out, which you will most likely have to do depending on how long it has been in the water, that will cost you money as well to get the bottom all anti-fouled up, the paint good, the primer, all of that stuff, and all of the refits onto the boat so that you can actually sail it. So it could take weeks or months to get the boat on the water sailing. So that's basically the down-to-earth, honest truth about it. But we do have some more things that I want to discuss, which I am going to call the hidden financial traps. These things include things such as you upgrade, let's say, the solar panels, and then all of a sudden you upgrade the wiring because you realize the wiring needs upgrade, and then you upgrade the batteries, and then you upgrade this and that and that, and then all of a sudden what was supposed to be an afternoon of upgrades turns into a week of upgrades. This can happen very, very fast with either boats, but most likely it will be the older style of boats because those will be the boats that have to be upgraded. The newer style of boats will most likely not because they have already been upgraded to the top of the line. And guys, the new boats add the comforts such as AC, water makers, Starlink, solar, all of those things on top of what's already on the boat. So basically guys, the newer boats, as I have called them before, are basically floating condos, which I don't know about you, but I did not get on the water to sit on a condo. I got on the water to basically be on the water, not be in my house. Now these things such as the AC, the water makers, the Starlink, maybe not the AC, but the water maker and the Starlink and the solar are definitely not entirely hard to add to the boat. Like, yes, they take time, but it will not take you forever. And keep in mind, guys, that whatever boat you choose, if you do take it out on the hard, aka on a marina, you can get burnt out very quick if you work every single day. So take breaks, because otherwise you could work straight for half a week and then take 2 weeks off, and then all of a sudden you're down a few $1,000s or a few $100s because your boat has been sitting out on the hard this entire time and you have to pay for all that money. Now guys, if we're talking about the exact same boat, but one of them used and one of them new, then a 37-foot monohull will cost the same thing as a 37-foot monohull because they both are the exact same dimensions, if that makes sense. So guys, in conclusion, I know I've been very back and forth, but which one actually wins? So new versus old. The new guys are great if you have the money to spend on them and you just want to get out on the water and you don't really want to get your hands dirty with all the problems that come with them. Great, choose the new boat, get it out of the way. You don't even have to stay for this last part. But however guys, if you are on a tight budget, you want to / can put the money down and you want to learn the skills, then go for it guys, because trust me, I think it will be worth it. That is what I am going to do no matter what boat I get, monohull or catamaran. I have a video about that. I recommend you click on that here. But monohull or catamaran, I will automatically always buy old boats, but I will sift through all the details because I want to get the best deal I can for the money I will spend. That is probably the best way I can put that, guys. So depending on what type of boats you want, watch the catamaran monohull video that I mentioned. And I have a video, guys, coming out that I'm about to record actually that is titled, "Is Boat Life Really the Best Option for the End of the World?" If you want to see that video, guys, I highly recommend subscribing with notifications turned on. In the meanwhile, while that video I edit and do all that, I recommend checking out my entire channel because we have videos upon videos upon videos all about getting new sailors like myself and you on the water. And even for veterans, you can critique me and tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, because I am here for the support, guys. That's all I've got for you guys today. Please subscribe, please like, it helps me out. I want to get to the water, and it's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. I know it will. That's all I've got.